Hey guys, and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox.
Revelio.
It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor.
Incendio. Revelio. Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
You did what now?
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time.
Defense
I
against
wonder why it was
Turtle
here,
Ghosts and
below
Professor
Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir.
Look very similar.
I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally
am I
well.
going to do those
I look
classes
forward to
now?
seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Yeah, I know. Ooh. Why not? Do some quests. I mean, I can't record this video for too long. For me, it's getting pretty close to when I need to head off to bed.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they?
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumor is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Quidditch robe. I do like how you can change it to be whatever you want. So you can keep the best items, but still have, like, the best looking things. It's so good. Like this looks awful. But I can just, boop, and it's gone. I keep the stats. It literally took forever to get to Hogsmeade. Okay, we'll just use the map to get over to the places faster. We'll just teleport to the central hall and go from there.
If I had to pick one shop you could be glad
I remember going on over this place in the what's it called? The Hogwarts ride.
Punches onion again.
Oh well, that.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello.
Huh.
Class, please
Oh,
welcome
hello.
the newest rose in our garden.
Oh crap! I just turned off my
We do
TV.
look forward to growing together. How thrilling it
can't
is
see
to have
anything.
everyone back together again.
Mhm.
This year and excitement, but the
I'm
most
sorry, I just got
important thing
blind.
cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Oh, it's this one. They had
Now,
muffles.
everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pack out the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
Oh yeah, they don't have to
I'm
worry
very
about
sorry
consequences.
about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
I like this one.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly,
If I
well
get
done
one
with
of
your
them.
mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Nine minutes.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that.
I have not been.
Let's say we branch out. Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
That makes sense.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the
Lumos.
Chinese chomping cat. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost it. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of
Yeah.
plants. Not like stupid
Wow.
booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
I feel like I'm gonna throw one by accident. I'm just kind of scared of that.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Alrighty.
Hope those mandarins.
Nice, I leveled up to level 8.
Only cost me my. Hearing.
No, I need to go into quests.
As well as friendships, kindness and
It's a bit far, but still close enough. It will save me the longer trip.
Revelio.
You only get XP from exploring in this game, okay? ain't that dumb. I can only... You do not get to have a lot of goo. Like, holy crap. Anyways, guys. That'll be it from me. At least for today. Because, I know this video was a lot shorter than the other ones, but also because currently, it is for me, a school night. And it's past the time that I should be going to sleep, especially with insomnia. So, that's why I'm ending it here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.